The attic was Emily's sanctuary, a place where she could escape the chaos of the world below, a place of dust and dreams where the past and present intertwined seamlessly. Sunbeams, like golden fingers, reached through cracks in the boarded-up windows, casting a warm glow on everything they touched. They illuminated forgotten treasures, whispering stories of the past, tales of love, loss, and laughter. The air was thick with the scent of time, a musty perfume that hinted at secrets long kept, secrets that begged to be uncovered.
I love to lose myself in this world, to let my imagination run wild among the relics of the past.
She would spend hours exploring, her fingers tracing the outlines of forgotten toys and faded photographs, each touch a connection to a bygone era. Each object held a memory, a whisper of the lives that had unfolded within these walls, lives that had shaped the very essence of the attic. One afternoon, while rummaging through a forgotten corner, Emily stumbled upon a trunk, its presence both mysterious and inviting. It was tucked away beneath layers of cobwebs and forgotten linens, as if it had been waiting for her all along. The trunk was crafted from aged oak, its surface adorned with tarnished brass fittings that spoke of its age and history. A small silver nameplate was affixed to the lid, engraved with the name Evelyn, a name that sent a shiver down her spine.
My heart quickened with curiosity, a mix of excitement and apprehension. I had heard whispers of Evelyn, my grandmother, a woman I had never met but felt an inexplicable connection to.
She knelt beside the trunk, her fingers brushing away the dust, revealing the intricate details of its craftsmanship. And with a deep breath, she lifted the heavy lid, the hinges creaking in protest. The scent of old paper and time wafted up, enveloping her in a comforting embrace, a reminder of the stories that lay within. Inside, nestled amidst yellowed lace and faded silk, lay a bundle of letters, tied together with a faded blue ribbon, each one a piece of the puzzle that was Evelyn's life. Emily carefully untied the ribbon, her hands trembling with anticipation as she unfolded the first letter. The elegant handwriting spoke of a time long past, of emotions and experiences that had shaped her grandmother's life. As she read, she felt a deep connection to Evelyn, a bond that transcended time and space. When she finally placed the letters back in the trunk, she knew she had uncovered something precious, a piece of her own history. With a sense of closure, she closed the trunk, feeling a newfound appreciation for the attic and the stories it held. As she gazed out of the attic window, she felt a sense of peace, knowing that she had connected with her past in a way she had never imagined. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the quiet neighborhood, and Emily knew that the attic would always be her sanctuary, a place where the past and present coexisted in perfect harmony. Emily carefully lifted the bundle from the trunk. The letters were addressed in a strong, masculine hand, the ink a faded blue that matched the ribbon. The name on the envelopes was Charles. Emily knew this must be her grandfather, a man she knew only through faded photographs and her grandmother's wistful stories.
I untied the ribbon, my fingers trembling slightly.
As she did, a small faded photograph slipped from the bundle and landed softly on her lap. It was a picture of a young couple, their smiles radiant and full of life. The woman was beautiful, with laughing eyes and a cascade of dark curls framing her delicate features. The man was handsome, with a strong jawline and kind eyes that seemed to sparkle with mischief. They were holding hands, their bodies leaning towards each other, as if they couldn't bear to be apart.
My heart ached with a longing for a love like theirs, a love that transcended time.
She turned the photograph over and saw a message written on the back in elegant cursive.
Charles and Evelyn, summer of 42, forever yours.
A lump formed in Emily's throat. She knew she had stumbled upon something precious, a love story frozen in time. Carefully, she picked up the first letter and began to read. The letters were a portal to another time, a bridge connecting the past and the present. They painted a vivid picture of Charles and Evelyn's world, a world at war, filled with both the horrors of conflict and the tender moments of love. Charles, a young soldier stationed overseas, poured his heart onto the pages, filling them with longing for Evelyn and their life together back home. Each word he wrote was a testament to his enduring love and the hope that kept him going through the darkest days. His words were filled with a love so deep, so pure, that it leapt across the years and touched Emily's heart. She could feel the intensity of his emotions, the weight of his longing, and the strength of his commitment to Evelyn.
My dearest Evelyn, every day away from you feels like an eternity. The distance between us is a constant ache, a reminder of what we have lost and what we are fighting to regain. I dream of the day we can be together again, without the shadow of war hanging over us. I hold on to the hope that this nightmare will end and we will be reunited in a world of peace and love.
Evelyn's letters in return were filled with a quiet strength and unwavering love. She was his anchor, his beacon of hope in a world turned upside down. She wrote of rationing and air raids, of victory gardens and the constant fear that gnawed at her heart. Yet through it all, she remained steadfast, her love for Charles shining brightly. But through it all, her love for Charles shone brightly, a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness. Her words were a lifeline, a reminder of what they were fighting for.
My love, every night I look at the stars and think of you, the same stars that watch over you, watch over me, and in them I find comfort. I know that one day we will look at them together, free and happy. The stars will be our witnesses, our silent companions in a world where we are no longer separated by war.
They wrote of their dreams, of a future together where the war would be a distant memory. They envisioned a life filled with love, laughter, and the simple joys of being together. They promised to build a life filled with love, laughter, and family. Their letters were a testament to their unwavering faith in a better future. Emily spent hours lost in their world, their words weaving a tapestry of love, longing, and hope. She felt as if she were a part of their story, experiencing their joys and sorrows alongside them. She laughed at their shared jokes, cried at their pain, and felt a profound connection to these two souls who had loved so deeply amidst such turmoil. Their love story became a part of her, a source of inspiration and strength.
As I delved deeper into the letters, I noticed a shift in Charles's tone. The lightheartedness of his earlier letters gave way to a growing sense of unease. His words became filled with a growing sense of unease, a premonition of something dark on the horizon. The war was taking its toll, and the weight of his responsibilities was becoming heavier.
In his final letters, he spoke of a dangerous mission, one that filled him with dread. He knew the risks, and his fear was palpable. He expressed his love for Evelyn with an urgency that sent chills down Emily's spine. His words were a plea, a desperate hope that he would return to her, that their dreams would not be in vain. Emily could feel the weight of his emotions, the depth of his love, and the fear that gripped his heart. She knew that their story was one of courage, resilience, and an unbreakable bond that transcended time and distance. The letters were more than just words on a page. They were a testament to the enduring power of love, a love that had survived the ravages of war and the passage of time. As Emily carefully placed the letters back in their box, she felt a profound sense of gratitude. She was grateful for the love that Charles and Evelyn had shared, a love that had touched her heart and reminded her of the beauty and strength of the human spirit. She knew that their story would stay with her forever, a beacon of hope and a reminder that love can endure even in the darkest of times. Love in the time of war was not just a story of two people, but a testament to the resilience of the human heart, a story that would continue to inspire and uplift for generations to come.
My dearest Evelyn, I go forth with a heavy heart, knowing that fate has conspired to keep us apart. The world is a cruel place, and the circumstances that have led to our separation are beyond our control. Yet I find solace in the thought that our love is strong enough to withstand any distance. But know this, my love, you are the sun in my sky, the beat of my heart. Every moment we have shared is etched in my memory, and it is these memories that will keep me going in the darkest of times. Your laughter, your touch, your very essence is what I carry with me. Should I not return, know that you were the love of my life, my everything. You have given me a reason to live, a purpose that I never knew existed. Your love has been my guiding light, and it will continue to be so no matter where I am.
He enclosed a single white feather, light as air but heavy with meaning. This feather was not just a token. It was a symbol of his promise, a tangible piece of his love that he hoped would bring her comfort in his absence.
This feather, a token of my love, a promise that I will find my way back to you. No matter the obstacles, no matter the distance, my heart will always lead me back to you. Keep this feather close and let it remind you of my unwavering love. Wait for me, my love, wait for me. I will return to you and we will be together once more. Until then, Let our love be the beacon that guides us through these trying times.
Emily reread the letter, her heart heavy with a sense of foreboding. The words, though filled with love, carried an ominous weight. She could feel the depth of his emotions, the sincerity of his promise, and it made her heart ache even more. She knew this was the last letter Charles ever sent. The date on the letter was etched in her memory, a constant reminder of the day her world changed forever. She had hoped against hope for more letters, for any sign that he was still out there. The letters that followed were all from Evelyn, each one filled with a growing sense of desperation, a longing for news that never came. Her words, once filled with hope and love, began to reflect her growing despair.
My dearest Charles, every day I wait for your letters, but none come. The silence is unbearable, and my heart aches with worry. I cannot help but fear the worst, yet I cling to the hope that you are safe and will return to me. My heart aches with worry. The days are long and the nights even longer without you. I find myself constantly looking out the window, hoping to see you walking up the path, but you never come. I hope you are safe, my love. I pray every day for your return, for the day when we can be together again. Until then, I will hold on to your letters and the promise you made to me.
Evelyn's words, once filled with such hope and love, became laced with worry, then fear, and finally a heart-wrenching despair. Each letter she wrote was a testament to her undying love and her unyielding hope, even as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months. She wrote of her daily visits to the post office, her heart sinking with each passing day that brought no word from Charles. The post office became a place of both hope and dread, a place where her dreams could be realized or shattered. She clung to his letters, rereading them so often that the paper became thin and the ink began to fade. Each word was a lifeline, a connection to the man she loved and missed so dearly.
I felt a deep empathy for my grandmother, a woman I never knew but whose pain I felt deeply. Her letters were a window into her soul, revealing a depth of love and sorrow that was both beautiful and heartbreaking. I couldn't shake off the feeling that there was more to the story, a missing piece to the puzzle. The letters raised more questions than they answered, and I was determined to find out the truth. Why were Charles's letters saved but never sent? What had prevented him from reaching out to her? The mystery gnawed at me, and I knew I had to uncover the truth. What had happened to him? Had he been lost in the war, or had something else kept him from returning to her? The questions were endless, and the answers seemed just out of reach. And why had Evelyn never spoken of him? What had caused her to keep this part of her life a secret? The silence surrounding their love story was as mysterious as it was profound.
Driven by a need for answers, Emily resolved to uncover the truth behind her grandparents' love story. She knew that the letters held the key to understanding their past, and she was determined to piece together the fragments of their lives, no matter how long it took.